proudly accept your nomination for President of the United States. Thank you. My hand was covered with blood. We must now come together, rise above past differences.
Enough was enough! And I said, let Trumpomania!
It was theatre, it was politics, and it was over the top. I guess, in 2 words, it was Donald Trump. Thursday was the final day of the Republican convention, so all eyes were on the main event, Trump's acceptance speech. His entry was a grand one, a lot of flickering lights, music blaring from the speakers, and the words Trump written at the back. It looked less like a political party convention and more like WrestleMania. Take a look. That's Trump for you. Ever the showman, as expected, he focused on the assassination attempt, what he felt when he was shot, how he escaped from the stage, and how the Secret Service protected him. Listen to this.
In order to see the chart, I started to, like this, turn to my right and was ready to begin a little bit further turn, which I'm very lucky I didn't do, when I heard a loud whizzing sound and felt something hit me really, really hard on my right ear. I said to myself, wow, what was that? It can only be a bullet. And moved my right hand to my ear, brought it down. My hand was covered with blood. Just absolutely blood all over the place. Bullets were continuing to fly as very brave Secret Service agents rushed to the stage, and they really did. They rushed to the stage. The amazing thing is that prior to the shot, if I had not moved my head at that very last instant, the assassin's bullet would have perfectly hit its mark. And I would not be here tonight. We would not be together.
We have seen the pictures 1,000 times, but hearing it from Trump is different. The question is, how has it changed him? The shooting, how has it changed Donald Trump? Well, he did show a different side of his. He talked about unity and healing.
Like our ancestors, we must now come together, rise above past differences. Any disagreements have to be put aside and go forward, united as one people, one nation, pledging allegiance to one great, beautiful, I think it's so beautiful, American flag.
That was one part of Trump's speech, the assassination and healing. But afterwards, it was business as usual. Unverified claims, personal attacks, and radical promises. Trump spoke for nearly 90 minutes, which is longer than normal acceptance speeches. He only referred to Joe Biden once. Just once. It tells you how complicated things are. Biden may or may not be on the Democratic ticket, so Trump avoided spending too much time attacking him. As he wrapped up, his wife Melania Trump came up on stage. It was a rare appearance by her. She has largely kept away from the campaign trail. She did not attend the convention either, which is strange because normally the candidate's spouse plays an important role in events like these. They may speak at the convention or they may introduce the candidate on stage. Melania Trump spoke at the 2016 and 2020 conventions, but this time she did not. She just made a last-minute cameo. That picture tells a lot. The Trump clan together on stage at the convention. America has had many political dynasties, and the Trumps are right up there. They have complete control of the Republican Party now. Trump's sons had important speaking slots. His daughters-in-law gave speeches. Even his granddaughter, who cannot even vote, had a slot. It tells you about Trump's domination. Beyond the speech, we had a few interesting moments. The first featured Hulk Hogan. And no, it is not a mistake. I am talking about the wrestler. Apparently, he's a big Trump supporter.
But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero and they tried to kill the next president of the United States? Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
The second moment was more poignant. A fireman's uniform was placed on stage beside Trump. It belonged to Corey Comperator. Now, Corey was at Trump's rally last week. He died shielding his family from Trump's shooter. So the Republican convention is over. And what did we learn from it? Broadly, three things. Number one, the Republican Party is now Trump's fiefdom. If you oppose him, there is no place for you. Just look at the people who did not attend. Former President George Bush, former Vice Presidents Dick Cheney and Dan Quayle, Trump's former whip, Mike Pence, and former Republican nominee Mitt Romney. These are stalwarts of the Republican Party. Former presidents and vice presidents. Yet in Trump's reign, they chose to skip. Point number two, Trump's new strategy is hybrid. He will use the assassination to sway undecided voters, but he won't dial down on the rhetoric. Thursday's speech made that quite clear. No climb down on gun rights, no let up on border control, and no end to unverified claims. That remains the typical Trump stump. Which brings us to the final point to note here. The criminal trials and convictions are in the back mirror. They had dealt a blow to Trump's popularity, but the last few days have changed that. First, the assassination bid, and then the convention high. There are no more questions on Trump's viability as a candidate. He has ended the week on a major high. But those questions and doubts are now on the other candidate, sitting President Joe Biden.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished. On the show today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the Western